Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Crusader 5.5-inch SP. It's the Tier 7 British SBG. It's located on the east spawn of Sand River and it's under the command of llol97 of the TRACH clan. Game on. Well, you can see here he's got the top gun, the 5.5-inch, which is capable of 550 alpha, 35mm of pin, and 6.8 meters on the burst radius, between 12 and 22 seconds of stun. Its actual caliber is 139.7, but it does cause stun, even though it's below 15 centimeter. Now, originally, this was, I guess you could say, a flight of fantasy, because of course it never actually got built. He never put any 5.5-inch guns on top of Crusader chassis, and well, this Arty is supposed to fire or drive backwards because the howitzer is actually the wrong way round. The driver's at the front, the howitzer is pointing behind him, so if you're being chased by the enemy, you've got a great chance of actually shooting at them whilst you're on the move. Now, all tractors this habit of looking around and changing his view quite rapidly, which can be a bit disconcerting for some players, because he's often changing from battle assistant overhead view, and I'm chasing to try and keep up with him, because otherwise we're not going to see the view of the shell striking the target. Okay, he's decided instead to go for the Super Hellcat. Close, very close. The guy started moving before the shell had actually left the barrel, but even so, it did stun him. So it was a good choice. Now, the standard reload for this Arty, 27.8 seconds, but we can see here llol97 has got 24.06, so he's reduced it by 3 seconds. It's also looking out in the dunes now. Found someone, Bisonte C45, the same ones he saw before. Let's see, rounds out. Close. Oh, we got some splash. And he got stunned, and he's doing it right. He's actually marking the target. In fact, actually, I think that was somebody else marking the target on him. No, it was him. He marked the target afterwards, so trying to say to his teammates, can you now hit that for me to give me some stun assist? That's what you should be doing. You should indicate the target before you shoot and indicate it afterwards as well to make sure they see it. Because if they know that that target has to be hit, they might actually hit it and then you might actually get some stun. Okay, we've lost sight of those targets because our teammates aren't very good at spotting at the moment. We've only got the TVP way up with the others right at the top of the dune. But he can't look over the dune. But they found an OI. There he is, on his own. And we're loaded. Bounce out. Direct hit on his rear. Oh, a solid hit at that. 228 hit points. So that's very much worthwhile, but he hasn't marked the target. So you see his teammates aren't particularly interested in hitting the OI. They're more interested in that other player right up at the top of the dune. Okay, we've got the Super Hellcat again. He's loaded. Rounds out. You could get 2 here. He did hit 2. The Buzz and the Super Hellcat. And the Hellcat's getting hit again. So he got stun assist, or was it damage assist afterward? No, it is stun assist. So you see it's working. You've got to keep putting that message through to your teammates though. Hit that target. That's the one I want you to hit, because that's the one that's just been stunned and he's vulnerable. If your teammates don't see the target, then they won't know that's the one that you want to hit. Most tanks ignore tanks that are stunned, but if you put the marker on them, they'll notice it and they sometimes shoot at it. Rounds out. Stunned again. And killed. And that's 399 stun assist. It worked. So he hit something that was in sight of his teammates and they struck it. But if you mark the target as well, then they'll see the marking and that will make them want to hit it even more. Round out. There we go. And he hit him in the front of the vehicle. It tracked him, but it got 92 hit points as well. You can see where the shell landed, just inside the front. those tracks on the either side of the 50TP prototype actually do extend quite a bit, but they're like the Churchill in a sense. They do protect the vehicle from a certain amount of damage to the lower plate. And that Bisonte is on his last legs. Unfortunately, the shell didn't hit him, so it didn't finish him off. It did land behind him. But there again, you can see he actually hit where the connection between where the tracks go out and the lower plate area. Okay, he's looking for the target. There are targets to the north. In fact, he should be worried at this moment because he's the closest one to the guys in the north. And if that Burza does not spot the enemy tanks, he's in trouble. He ought to migrate south right now. He's in grave danger. Rounds out. Well, he hits the rear of the 50TP prototype this time. A lot of players said when they first bought this thing, the 50TP prototype, it was very rugged and did survive for a very long time, but it also had a big punch. Unfortunately, that guy just got set on fire. Yeah, that shot went right into his engine bay. And now we've stunned him as well. And I think he's going to go down. Yes, loads of stun assists. But now, look at this. He wasn't paying attention and the Super Hellcat suddenly appeared only a short distance away. If he gets closer, he might actually be proximately spotted. If he tries to escape, he might be spotted as well. But I think he'll probably be spotted. Yes, the Super Hellcat has just hit him. In fact, he's actually... There he is. But the Super Hellcat got wiped out. So he was lucky because his teammate managed to kill the Super Hellcat before he was killed. And so he did take one hit. And it looks like it hit him in the fuel tank. At the, is it the rear of the vehicle? No, it's actually at the front of the vehicle. Of course, the fuel tank's at the front. So he's now looking for targets out in the field again. And he actually put that shell very close to the T-28 prototype. But he really should get out of the position he's in because now the enemy knows that one of the enemy Arty is actually sitting in that little dip. There are two enemy Arties, a GW Panther and a Hummel. Now, they might not try to counter-battery him, but they would know where to look for the tracer because now the Super Hellcat told them he's in that little area, that little alcove. It is a valid firing position, but of course it's also fairly dangerous. Most players tend to go to the south of the map rather than that spot because from the south of the map you can shoot up the riverbed all the way to the enemy cap area. But from that position, shooting near the mosque is very, very difficult because the rocks actually kind of protect him. Good shot right onto the engine deck. 235. It's not a penetrating shot, but it is well, it shows as a hole on the back of that vehicle. And we just saw a Scorpion. That's the enemy Scorpion. There's the CS-53. He's running away now. I think you need to... Big lead, that's it. That's better. Close enough to get some damage. If he fired at the previous position, he probably wouldn't have got it. But now he's got the Hummel in sight. The Alpine Tiger's found him. Now, the Alpine Tiger will be very happy if he picks up stun assist or spotting assist if we hit this guy now. Okay, unfortunately, the Alpine just got killed. But he's going back to his previous position, rounds out. Oh, he suddenly realised he's in danger. He saw that the shell was incoming and he moved. Okay, we're looking to the north again. There's that Burza. This is not a great position for even firing to the north because it's just too close to the north to get a good angle. He's having to change his position. I have the feeling that llol97's been drinking too much Red Bull or some of those sports drinks because he's so hyped up he keeps changing his view. Lots of stimulant, shall we say. Okay, there's an enemy coming into the south this time. It's the T28 prototype. There he is. And it should be fairly easy for him to get a good shot on this guy as he moves in. You stop to take a shot. Rounds out. Let's have a look. Yes. Good hit. And he got some stun assist. It's not dissuaded the T28 from coming in, though. There's the M44. He's telling him to get out of there. And he knows it. He's got to pull out quick, the M44, or he'll get... Oh, he stayed there, but we're going to put a round in anyway. And it tracks him. Unfortunately, the M44 did get hit. And the T28 got killed. The good news is now we've got no threat to the north. We're only one tank behind. Okay. Oh, and that was a good kill there. That was the Bisonte getting wiped out. The TS5 has got a long way into enemy territory, and he really doesn't have much in the way of support at the moment. You can see that CS63 was, or 53 rather, was thinking about going over. Instead, he gets a direct hit for 243. Now, can the TS see him? I'm not sure. I think he might be too far over in the drones. Oh, no, he can see him. And he just got a kill. Now, we've only got one round of standard stun HE left. And then he's on to the other ammunition. Looking around for a target. The enemy Hummel's still alive. I think he's down in the riverbed. The GW Panther we haven't spotted yet, so we don't know where he is. Now, he could try and drop a shell in to the corner just to see if there's somebody there. He's marked the corner. Haven't seen any tracer coming out from there, though. Yes, he ought to turn around and drive backwards. He's moving very slowly. You've only got a 14 kilometer an hour top speed going forward, but in reverse you've got 43.5, so it's much easier to drive in reverse. That enemy Scorpion's there. I wonder if he can get a shot on this guy. It'd be nice. Routes out. Oh, close. Very close. That would have done some splash. Only trouble is that guy's got a 90mm gun, like the Super Hellcat. And, oh, the Bursar's here. Now, can he get a shotgun? Well, I think he's going to find it difficult, but he is almost loaded. Well, he does get a hit. But unfortunately, he dies, but the Bursar does as well. And now the only remaining enemy is the Scorpion. They've killed the rest. Okay, switch to the next player. That's good, because of course it allows us to keep following the battle. The Scorpion is actually at our cap area, but the TS5 is capping at our end, which means that the Scorpion will have to come up here if he wants to get a reset, and if he doesn't, it's end of game. I must say, llol97 did work very, very hard for the hit points he did gain in that game. Huge amounts of effort going in there. I guess the M44 decided that he wasn't going to risk moving. He decided, I'm definitely going to die anyway if I do expose myself, so I might as well stay there and hit the T28 prototype when he comes over that ridgeline. He did. But I think all of them were working together to try and get rid of that guy. And look at this. Our 53 TP is actually protecting the TS5 from whatever the Scorpion might try to shoot at him. That's comradeship for you. Very nicely done. And that's it. They've done it. They've won. What an excellent result for llol97 of the TRACH clan in the Crusader SP. He managed to get his first ace tanker in this game. Very well done. It's well deserved as well. He put a lot of effort in. You can tell it's the first ace tanker because he got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time, no other time. He also got a Bruce medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 12. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. You can see a large list of players there on the enemy team that he managed to strike. 3,199 was the Super Unicum score for the Win 8. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in this game turned out to be from the 53 TP. He earned a high caliber and 3,116 hit points of damage. Second highest damage turned out to be llol97 of the TRACH clan with 2,392. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the CS53 on the enemy team, who managed 1,923. When it came to kills, it was 4 kills by the TS5, but it was matched by the CS53 on the enemy team. He got 4 as well. 3 kills went to the 53 TP. 2 kills went to the M44, the Scorpion, and the Burza on the enemy team. And when it came to llol97, he only got, well, no kills actually, but that helped him to get the Confederate. When it came to base XP, yes, he's right up there. He's the highest with 1,327. The second highest being the 53 TP, who got the high caliber with 1,053. Those were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game, with the next highest being the TS5, who got 822. He fired 21 rounds in the game. He got 8 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but he did get 19 splash. Now, you only get 32 rounds of ammunition, so he actually came to 11 rounds left. But unfortunately, that Burza was going to do whatever he was going to do, and there was nothing much he could do to stop that. But at least the Burza got wiped out immediately after taking his life. He also got 19 splashes on the enemy, so he was accurate as well. 2,392 hit points of damage, of which 2,123 were at more than 300 meters. The other hit points being the close shots on the Burza. 2 hits received, both penetrations, one from the Super Hellcat, the other one from the Burza, which finished him off. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, no kills, but he did get 837 hit points of damage assist, and 1,951 hit points of stun assist off 18 stuns. And remember, this Arty, the gun, is actually sub 15 centimeters, but it still has stun, because of course it would have to, because it would be a bit hard on the players to actually have no stun assist off this one, because you'd be very difficult to get an ace tanker then. He did get 37,619 credits profit from this game, and he took away 10,949 experience points because he got a mission completion in there as well. So very well done. Congratulations on your first ace tanker in the Crusader SP. Well deserved on this game. He was all over the place on the shots. Admittedly, though, I would have moved from that position a little earlier when I realized that it was a compromised position and got much further south. But if I had moved further south, I think it's a very good chance that the T28 would have spotted where I was and probably tried to nail me instead of the M44. So very well played, but we do have more replays from llol97 coming up, so do stick around for those. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.